How difficult a Pokemon game will be is always one of those lingering questions. Even after reviews come out, given how much personal freedom and choice there is in these games, it's really hard to get a sense of how much friction it will present you with on your own personal journey. While my early preview of Scarlet and Violet didn't answer every question, I think the nature of the open world is doing its best to address the needs of many different kinds of players. What is up, friends and fans? Jake here. I recently got a good chunk of hands-on time with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and one of the biggest things to jump out at me was how different the open world made the game feel from past entries. There are items and wild Pokemon everywhere, and I couldn't detect anything really pushing me towards one particular task or objective. It was truly open. But you probably clicked on this video to hear about the difficulty, so let's get right into it. First off, this is always just a tough conversation to have because what counts as difficulty in a Pokemon game is often debated, but what I want to zone in on specifically is a trend that I've noticed in recent games of awarding the Pokemon in your party experience like constantly for basically doing nothing. One thing that helps is due to features like Let's Go that lets a Pokemon adventure alongside you, you are seeing your Pokemon a lot more, and it feels like they have less opportunities to just fade to the back of your team and level up with everybody else without really doing anything. I know this probably happened to me in Sword and Shield. But more importantly, because of these games, Scarlet and Violet, because of their non-linear nature, there are less opportunities to feel like your Pokemon are forced to level up to the point that battles are a cakewalk. In my preview, it really seemed like you could skip over most, if not all, wild Pokemon battles, and trainers, like just those random trainers you normally see, forget about them. Trainers in this game don't initiate battle through line of sight, and you have to actually go up and talk to them to start a battle. And what this all amounts to is a pretty controlled experience gaining system, because even if the game is giving it out a lot and to all party members, the player seems to have a heightened sense of control when compared to how more linear Pokemon games made battle and other interactions unavoidable. It remains to be seen what kind of strategies and techniques we will see enemy trainers employ in the full game, but from what I'm talking about here, in addition to this one particularly difficult boss fight that I can't really talk about, and even just the strategic layers of the new gimmick, the terrestrialization phenomenon, I really think that Scarlet and Violet have a lot going for them that could make a large range of players more content than they might expect. Because in an open world game, you just have more options, more control, and I think that extends to this over-leveling problem that we're talking about. But that is going to do it for this video, so let me know in the comments below any questions that you might have. Maybe I can answer them, but otherwise, check out my preview discussion with Triss about the demo because we had a ton to say about Pokemon, but for everything else in games, you are already in the right place, so just let us explain. I'm Jake, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.